Welcome to Racing to Win. Our focus is Sha Tin on Sunday, and there's a very special guest coming up on the show as well in just a moment's time. But we're going to look at the feature race on Luck Fook Jewellery Race Day at Sha Tin. 10 races, couple on the all-weather. Paul Ellie's here, Tom Wooders here, and Tom, it's not a bad meeting. Yeah, it's a pretty good meeting, Mark, coming up. The main event, of course, down the straight, the Luck Fook Jewellery Cup, and really excited to see Invincible Sage back again. I thought he trialled well the other day at Sha Tin. There'll be something for everyone out at Sha Tin at the weekend as well. There'll be a jewellery show, and Paul will have his gemologist hat on. He will indeed. Gemologist, the jackpots too. Jackpots, gems and gemology. Yep, and tourbillons and everything. So look, I'll tell you what, we can actually get one of these jackpots and buy one of these watches, I think. But and the jewellery as well. 9-odd million going into the triple trio, so she get up to 15 million, and 200,000 going into the third double trio as well. We'll have more from the boys soon, but it's time to welcome in a very special guest on the show. We can't get Golden 60, but we can certainly talk to his partner in crime. It is Vincent Ho. Golden 60 called upon now, the great horse to the outside, and he went whooshka. It is Golden 60 taking over. Sha Tin is electric. He's 3 on Beauty Eternal. Then came Namur. Next in then is Soul Rush, but it's Golden 60 for Hong Kong. 4 on Voyage Bubble. That's not a whip. That's a wand. That ride from Vincent is magic. Golden 60, the superstar. Pleased to say he's online. It is one of the stars of the show, of course, of last week, Vincent Ho, partner in Golden 62 mile success. Vincent, thanks for joining us on Racing to Win. How many interviews have you done since last Sunday?
Thanks. Well, I can't remember, but not that many. Yeah, reasonable, but not too many.
It was a great week for you. Wednesday night, you win the IJC, but then Thursday morning, the barrier draw. Where were you? Were you at the barrier draw? Or you're watching when Stanley Chan rips the piece of paper off and the 14 appears. What were your first thoughts?
Yeah, thanks. Of course, good night on Wednesday night. And Thursday, actually, no, I never go to the barrier draw. You know, I normally stay away from that. No, I got the message from Mr. Chan, and he told me, bad luck, draw 14. And, you know, I said to him straight away, I said, don't worry, I'll deal with it. And, you know, it's a good gate. We have to think this way. It's not a bad gate, so, yeah. All right, you've told him you're going to deal with it, barrier 14. You've now called it a good gate, which you can safely say it is. How do you deal with it mentally leading up to the race on Sunday? Yeah, pretty normal. I mean, I have full confidence with Golden 60, and we have, you know, we have been partnered for a long time, and I trust him fully, and he trusted me. So, you know, it's a matter of what position I'll get, and you know, ideally, of course, I don't want to be too far back. So I said, wherever Golden 60 lands and wherever he wants to be, I'll let him be there. And, you know, not just I will work it out, but Golden 60 have been racing so many times, and he knows he's racing. So, you know, a lot of the time, the horse like him, a smart horse like him, will guide the jockey as well. So, you know, just go out there and enjoy it. Talk us through the race, Vincent. You jumped so well. Did you think maybe I will go forward, or immediately wanted to get cover? And then when you cut him loose at the top of the straight, that acceleration he showed, is that as good as acceleration that he's ever shown right throughout his career? Yeah, I mean, I try to jump as good as possible, and I know he is very reactive from the gate all the time. So, well, you were the first one out from the barrier, and I just let, you know, the pace, some horses go forward from my inside, and then I'll see where I can be, and then end up, a perfect position that I have been dreamed of. And, from there, I'm pretty confident we can win that race. But what is out of my expectation is his acceleration. I didn't expect he would kick that strong, to be honest, because we still felt, of course, after the mile trial, the fitness is better, and his colt is still not really convincing. And but it doesn't matter, because last year when we run the Gold Cup, he was still, the colt wasn't great, but he's still nice and fit. So and yeah, from the 400, when I asked for the effort, and he really kicked so well, and that really surprised me. And yeah, at that point, I know it's the matter of how many lengths we can win by. So.
Must have been a great feeling that last 200 metres. So we've come through the race now. He's got his carrots that you always give him after he wins. How's he been since the race, and where do we head next with Golden 60?
Yeah, he pulled up really well. Even that night, he didn't show any tiredness. The next morning also, I've been walking him for an hour, and did some treatment on him, and it's doing very well. Of course, next one we target the Stewards Cup, and then we'll work from then. After the Stewards Cup, we'll see how he pulls up as well, and then we'll decide afterwards.
All the talk so far, Vincent, about Golden 60. What about yourself? Are you happy with how this season is going? And you had a shortened off-season with the injury in Japan. Would you like to travel again come the end of this season and see where you can progress, say in Japan or the UK?
Yeah, of course, it's not ideal that I had, a terrible fall, and I'm grateful to still be able to ride and do what I love. So, it's not the smoothest season, of course, and we just keep riding as good as I can, and keep doing, ride as many winners as I can. And hopefully, this coming season, hopefully can ride in UK first. I want to ride in Goodwood, and hopefully a Shagger Cup like last season that was originally planned. And then I might still go back to Japan for another couple of weeks in Sapporo. Because during the international time, a lot of Japanese connection asked me to go back. And it will be good to go back and see the Japanese fans as well.
And hopefully not get bitten too many times by Golden 60 along the way as well. Vincent, we've got Tom and Paul here. They're going to interrogate you now about your rides on Sunday.
Yeah, first of all, Vincent, patch of theta coming up for Francis Loy down the straight. How's he come on for his first run this weekend? And can he jump away cleanly and be a big chance? Because obviously the starts in his trials have been a little iffy.
Yeah, I think, he's a nice horse. And from the trial, he has been improving. We need to change some headgear for him to settle a little bit more and produce the last 400. And he did that, and we're confident for him to race competitively. So yeah, looking forward to ride him and see what he can do.
Vincent, one of your other rides, Karma. You've got a very colourful owner there with Karma, but the horse, you've won twice on the horse. Happy Valley, a little bit tight for him last start?
Yeah, he's a lovely horse. He's still a young big baby. last start he did everything completely wrong. His first time in Happy Valley, and he's shying around the noise, and the crowd trigger him in the barrier. And we have to reload after it rear up. And he can't really handle the turn well in Happy Valley. Most of the time he was fighting with me, trying to hang out, and he still ran second. So it was, a really good effort, and back to his comfort zone in Sha Tin. Of course, it's a lot more better, and he's a good potential horse. He's still young and still learning. So. Yeah.
Vincent, what about Dream Winner? We're going to preview that race here on the show, but he's coming back to 1,000 metres. Where's he at the moment? He's won a trial very impressively, but we know he's been very impressive down the straight, and he's certainly run good time.
Yeah, and he hasn't been too fit early season, and the last trial show much better already, and. Yeah, I think the gear helps as well. For 5 furlong, I think he back to where he won before. He should do quite well in 1,000 meters. The forms is starting to come back now, and yeah, he should do well.
Vincent, you're flying past that traffic like you were on Golden 60 on the weekend, but we do thank you for your time here on Racing to Win, and congratulations for delivering once again a magical racing day at Sha Tin last Sunday.
Thank you for everyone. Thanks for having me.
Super to hear from Vincent how it all unfolded with Golden 60 on Sunday, and of course how his rides might shape up this coming weekend. We're off to a break here on Racing to Win. Back to preview the Cup race on Luck Fook Jewellery Race Day right after this. Welcome back to Racing to Win. Race 7 preview coming up very, very shortly. Firstly, though, when we come back after the break, it's always time for the last run reminder, Paul, and you've sniffed out this one for us. Yeah,
Karma, this horse here. Look, his last start was at Happy Valley, and I don't think he suited Happy Valley. He's quite a big horse, over 1,200 pounds. And you can see him wide there, and he runs off on the turn as well. He has to go even 3 wide. He's out 4 wide as well. So, look, it was a really good run over the 1,400 metres here. It's by Turn Me Loose out of a mare which has produced horses that go a lot further. Comes back to 1,600 metres at Sha Tin, looks ideal. Look at him trying to get round this bend. No chance whatsoever. I know they ran in quite a quick time, but he was wide all the way. And around this particular bend, he was 4-5 wide. Once they came into the straight, he ran off again. Look, see, he's way out there. And he still finished second. So a run completely full of merit here for Karma. If he did manage to get round the course, we've got no doubt whatsoever he can win. And you can see this really good turn of foot that he possesses. Hits the line strongly. 1,600 metres at Sha Tin looks absolutely ideal for him. And he wasn't far away from the winner in the end.
Like a B-train truck trying to get round in a U-turn.
Yeah, he was. And the winner was Chilchibi, who's been flying around Happy Valley. He's in on Wednesday night. So race 9, number 6, Karma, is the last run reminder for Paul, and you can find plenty more last run reminders on the website, hkjc.com. Meeting details for Sha Tin with the 10 races coming up as follows. We get underway at the normal start time of 1 o'clock and 8 on the B course, 2 on the all-weather. We go right through until 10 minutes to 6 in the race. We preview the Luck Fook Jewellery Cup over the 1,000 metres at 10 minutes past 4 o'clock. Kirpany has the pacifiers off and the blinkers going back on. He has one down the straight. Pinghai Galaxy's a last start winner. WizKid, he is a 5-time winner over the 1,000, but just once at Sha Tin. Astrologer has a new home. He's now with Manfred Mann. Carroll Street's won 5 over the 1,000. Invincible Sage and Dream Winner horses 7 and 8, with Dream Winner having the cheek pieces on. And I'm a Single Man, close to a class drop, but he has had blinkers re-added by Tony Cruz. The pace here, Tom, comes from Kirpany, but WizKid showing pace. Dream Winner has also shown speed.
Yeah, there's a few speed options in this race, Mark. Kirpany certainly is one of those. He's got the 10-pound claiming rider Alice Wong on. Dream Winner won't be far away. WizKid is a horse that has led up in the past, and Pinghai Galaxy has been able to lead, include winning last time out. So those are the obvious ones, Paul. And then after that, Wonder Kit's normally a horse that sits handy. he?
He does. He's back in distance, isn't he? He's going to try the 1,000, so he shouldn't be too far away. But there are some, as you say, noted speedsters in this race. So I think every horse is going to get their opportunity.
One horse that comes into the race with a 1 next to his name is Ping Hai Galaxy, and Nick spoke to his jockey, Alexi Bedell.
Alexi, Ping Hai Galaxy, one of your rides on the weekend. For an older horse, he was a very willing partner last time.
Yes, he was great last time. That was a very good win. Thought his trial was very good on the dirt, and he basically proved it because he won quite convincingly.
He had a great bit of gate speed, didn't he, last time? He really sort of pinged the lids and put himself in a good spot, didn't he?
Yes, he's always been a very fast horse out of the gate. Great early speed. Could lead in Happy Valley as well. So, yeah, he's a very fast horse.
You and he are developing quite the record. I mean, he was able to win 3 races last season, so he's certainly showing no signs of slowing down, is he?
Well, he kept his form quite well, I think, and he moves well. He's a lovely horse. Strong body type, so I'm hoping he can carry on this way.
What about him coming back to 1,000, Alexi, against some sort of speedier types, some younger types as well? Would that be any sort of reservation in your mind, or is he quite adaptable as a horse?
I think he's got the ability to do well. He's a quality horse. It's more about having the race that suits him. He likes to run free. He likes to do his own pace. So if you can get him into a nice rhythm, I think he's going to run well.
That vest and hairstyle, it looks like he's been singing the Eurovision Song Contest, does Alexi? Come on, France. What about Ping Hai Galaxy? Tell me what he's done recently.
Yeah, well, the only thing I'm worried about is he's never gone sort of back-to-back when it comes to winning. He had a good lead last time out and was able to cut away, and he trialled really well leading into that, Paul, but he's not a horse in the past that has been able to put a win and another win together. Yeah,
he can pay a big price too, as you can see there when he does win. I don't know if the 1,000 metres is totally his go. I know he's won once down it before, but the other 6 have been unplaced, and this is quite a hot field. So, look, I left about him there.
He also features in our first replay, Paul, but this is over at Happy Valley. You'll see the grey get into some bother coming off the back shortly. Kirpeny 6th. You prefer him down the straight at Sha Tin too, Happy Valley? Yeah,
definitely. And look, he won't have Nervous Witness in the race either, and Nervous Witness sort of Kirpeny sort of needs things to go his own way. Carroll Street, this isn't his go either. And even WizKid, you can see him pulling. So all those 3, I think, are going to be better served down the straight. Yeah,
WizKid's a course and distance winner. I think a good jockey book in terms of James McDonald. He's got barrier 10, so he's drawn up towards the grandstand rail in this small field. This was a good run, I thought, from Carroll Street, because normally Happy Valley's not his go. He was able to run 3rd here behind Seasons Wit, and he was still running through the line, I thought, quite strongly at the end. He's won off 85 in the past. He's down to he's on 86 at the moment, so he's about on his right mark.
Good report for Carroll Street there, switching to this track, Tom, which is where we see Invincible Sage winning. He's looking for 3 in a row. First time into Class 2. He can't have done much more at his last couple of starts. What about him coming up in grade?
I think he's a big player here, Mark. I think he can certainly win this. The form out of this race has been frank because his stablemate, who's in the red cap to his outside with the gold band, of course, is Summit Shares, and he's been able to come out and win after this. And once he got the gap here, Paul, at the 250 metres, he had a really good turn of foot to get through it. This was a horse that had been unlucky in his sort of first handful of starts here as well.
Yeah, exactly. And he's now matured. He's only still a 4-year-old, so he's still quite young. I really like the way he really stretched his neck out here and won this race. He's unbeaten this season.
Here's what he's done so far, Paul. 5 starts, 2 wins, a couple of 3rds and a 4th.
Yeah, so look, he's really come into his own this season as well. 3 goes down the straight, 2 wins, and he was really unlucky in the other one. He probably should be 3 from 3.
Yeah, totally agree.
All right, so in agreement on Invincible Sage. What about his trainer, Tom David Hall? He's having quite a very good season too. 15 wins, plenty of placings, and a win percentage just under 12.
Yeah, that's, of course, David Hall coming off the back of what was his best ever season here last season, and he's up to 15 already. So he's certainly on track at this stage, Paul, to match, if not better, what he did last season if things keep falling the way they have been for him.
Yeah, he's really going well, isn't he? So you've got to really take notice of his horses when they're there.
Wonder Kit, Paul. We're more used to seeing him at Happy Valley on a Wednesday night than we are at Sha Tin on the weekend. He is a horse that has raced at Sha Tin, but never over 1,000, be it at Happy Valley or Sha Tin.
Yeah, it's an interesting move here from Francis to bring him down the straight 1,000. He comes in with a lightish weight as well. Lyle will probably put a couple of pounds over, but from barrier 4, he'll go forward. He sort of faded a little bit at the end. I'm not sure he's out about the 1,000.
Yeah, I'm not convinced about 1,000 metres. He sort of sat second there. Of course, Sonpak Fu was able to get up on the inside there and win, but he did get sort of tightened up late, but he was on retreat at that point.
WizKid Thomas had 2 trials. He weakened in the first one, which we've seen him do before and come out and race well. This one, he doesn't really chase out after Cheval Valiant, just content to stay there second.
I think he's got some sort of a chance in this race. Trial looked good enough leading into this. I think I know he's won 4 times at Happy Valley, but he is normally pretty consistent down the straight, and up against that outside rail, Paul, he's not going to be far off the speed if he's not on the speed, and I think he can still be hanging on there for a minor prize at the end.
Yeah, I agree totally. I've got him in for a minor line as well. I think he'll run well.
Invincible Sage, Paul, we've spoken about him. He has a quiet trial at 6th here. Dream winner. Started his career in Hong Kong with an absolute bang. He's been up into Class 2 and just struggled, but he comes back to the 1,000 metres this week.
Yeah, look, I didn't really know what to do with him because he has been out of form. You've expected him to go forward, and he's been beaten as favourite a couple of times. He's been a little bit expensive. Barrier 2. I'm going to watch him. In the end, he was right on the cusp for me.
Well, he's been able to run quick time down the straight here. When you go back and look at him, 55.14. Carroll Street's run 55.36, and a bit outside of that is Invincible Sage. So interested to see how he can perform here.
OK, so the jury out on him a bit too, Paul.
Yeah. So, look, I'm going to leave him out here. I just don't think he was in that same form when he was running those times. Going to go with Invincible Sage. Kirpiney's well rated. He's won off a rating over 100, and he's got a £10 claim. WizKid and Carroll Street back to 1,000. 7,136.
Yeah, I think certainly Invincible Sage can win again up in class with the lighter weight on his back here. He's got such a terrific turn of foot. Carroll Street is definitely right in this. He loves course and distance. Dream winner. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt here with cheek pieces going on off that trial. As I said, he's run 55.14. If he can live up to that sort of form, he's right in this. And WizKid with that outside draw. 7, 6, 8 and 3.
That is the preview for race number 7, the Cup race. All races previewed on the website too, hkjc.com. Click on audio and video. Near the end of the show, Paul, best bet time.
Going to go with Karma. Look, he's coming back to the right course, 1,600 metres. He's got a really good turn of foot. This horse, you can see this is the last time he was at Sha Tin. He loves it at Sha Tin. Really stretched out nicely here and won. We saw him really go well at Happy Valley last time, but with this longer straight, he's a big horse. Takes a while to wind up, and he won with plenty in hand here. I think he can win again. So Karma's the best. And as far as the long shot, we're going to go in a really hot race in the last. Celestial Colours, I thought, was a terrific debut run here in Hong Kong. Let's see if we can go one better. And the play of the day in the all-weather race, race 5, 3, 5 and 9 QQP. Smoky Bear, Good Buddy, and Amazing Duck.
Best for me is one of the newcomers in the 3rd race, Patch of Theta for Francis Jockey Vincent Ho. This is his trial. He has been a little tardy away in a few of his trials at the start, but has picked them up and put them away quite nicely here in this trial, I thought. So hopefully he can jump with them. The occasion doesn't get to him, but I think if he can do all that, he's going to be tough to beat because I don't think they've fully wound him up yet in terms of those trials. The Value Sports legend who's going to the all-weather for the first time, they wound him up in a recent trial. He was able to win it quite well, and the play with Carroll Street, Invincible Sage, and will include Dream Winner as well. 6, 7, 8.
Best bet, race 8, number 12, Superwise Dragon. Good draw, pretty unlucky last time. Got a bad squeeze up in the straight, so gets the opportunity to bounce back. And Nay of Fortunes plays second up in the past 2. Wide draw, but he does like to go back. Alexi Bedell rides him, and the play race 8. 1 Holy Lake, 2 Aestheticism, and 12 Superwise Dragon. It's top 2 in good form, 1, 2, 12 in a QQP. That has been a busy racing to win for Sunday. There's the diary racing on Sunday with a 12:30 start, then Wednesday and next Saturday, the 23rd at Sha Tin for a 12:30 trackside live commencement. But Chilchibi runs on Wednesday night, Tom.
Yes, and that, Mark, will be the first meeting, Paul, of about 6 meetings in about 16 days.
Yeah, there's plenty of meetings coming up, so plenty of good betting opportunities. Chilchibi, Drum Big Banner as well. He was so well back last time. We know he'll go straight to the front.
He will indeed. That has been Racing to Win. We'll see you at Sha Tin for the first at 1 o'clock.